Hi everyone, Cookie Apocalypse here, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to solve the module Censorship. So essentially what this module is there's a screen that cycles through one letter every second, starting somewhere in this excerpt, and it goes through the whole thing and then loops around. We just have to find the unencrypted letter here wherever it starts, whatever the first letter we are shown is. And obviously I said unencrypted, which means something's happening to it. Each displayed letter may be replaced with another letter, which is what makes this challenging. So essentially, the way we're going to find where we are in the excerpt is by searching for doubles, basically the same letter twice in a row. I don't know why I call them doubles, I just do. And then the distance from a double to the next iteration of that same letter. So, in order to do that, we gotta start a bomb. So this bomb, we have to, this module, we have to find the first character of the sequence we're shown, and it becomes a lot easier if you start at the beginning of the module. Okay, that was an instant double. Also, I wrote down the number 7 because that is the first one. That is the first, letter that I could see. Okay, so that was really lucky. I got a lot of good information there. We don't even need to look at the bomb anymore. So I'm just gonna make this bigger. So what was really good about that is I got an instant double and then almost instantly another letter, the same letter of the double, and then another case of that, and then another. So we have 4 letter distances from a double to judge on easily, and then also at the very end, just to make me feel extra safe and secure about my answer, there's an additional double. So on the last case of the double letter that I find my way to, there should be a double directly after that. So now, looking at the excerpt, we want to find a place where there's a double, and then the second character after the double is the same as that double. So the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to start at A, and then a space, because there can also be a space in the middle of a double because the module ignores doubles. So BB, B, CC, C, DD, put a space in the middle. Turned dark, 1, 2, no, 1, 2, no. Second letter for either of those was not the D, EE, and there's a bunch of these. So we'll go here, 1, 2, no, 1, 2, no. That's a third, so it's not quite. 1, 2, it's not an E. Also the third seemed, that is an E right there as the second. And then how far away is the next F in our string that we have in the notepad? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then there should be another one 2 letters later. And there is not, so that's not right. That's one of the things, sometimes if you get not enough information and you just see like, oh, I have this double here, and then 2 letters, another one, and then 9 letters later, another, you have no way of knowing that you're wrong, even though you are. And there are some that are really tricky like that, especially if you get a letter really quickly after a double. I would recommend just recording more information. Just try to get as much as you can. Well, not as much as you can, but like as much as... Just record like a decent amount. I would generally say like 2 or 3 more of the letter the double is if they happen soon, and if not, then I would go for 1 or 2. If it's super long, make it 1, but for the most part I want at least 2 more. So next one, E, there's no E2 over, so E space E, there's an E2 over, and then from that E there needs to be an E ninth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There is 1 ninth. And then after that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, that E right there, and then there's a double after it, which is these G's at the end of the sequence. So what that information tells us is that this FF is the double E here, and since our first F of this FF was the 7th letter that the module gives us, we just have to count backwards to the first letter. And it's nice and convenient that the first letter we got was the start of the double, because otherwise we would have to count back from somewhere else in our string here all the way back to the 7th letter, working from our double. But since our double is the beginning, this E is 7, this H is 6, T is 5, D is 4, E is 3, N is 2, and R is 1. And since R is 1, all we gotta do is submit it, and there it is. That was a pretty lucky one. It was early in the alphabet, and we also got a double nice and early. But now we're looking at a bit of a more complicated case when we're also starting 300 letters in, which means we have to work backwards from whatever letter we start at to the beginning of the sequence. So I'm going to start at 320. That was a double D. Too late, though. So looking for a double. J, O, U, O. So this part is literally just sit here until the module decides to give you enough information. Really just not like giving me doubles apparently. Fun E. Okay, since I've gotten no information in about a minute, I'm just gonna start over at 395, so I have a lot less letters to work with, and still about the same amount of information. That's always a fair thing that you can do if you're just not getting given any doubles by the module. I swear there's so many doubles in this excerpt. What's going on? There's the double. I'm just looking for a G. There it is. And I'm gonna see if I can get one more. There. So that's what we have to work with. Unfortunately, our double was a lot of characters in, but that is okay. Also, a convenient thing we can work with is, since I have this double here, I can actually kind of also work backwards and check the letters before it if I need to. And then, of course, going forwards, the next G is the 25th character, I believe. So we're gonna go back to big view on the manual and search through AA, put a space in the middle, BB, put a space in the middle, CC, put a space in the middle, DD, put a space in the middle. So just as like a nice quick thing, since there's a G just 2 before it, I'm going to search for the same letter 2 before the double. No, 1, 2, no. E. There's a lot of EEs. 1, 2 before, still no. 1, 2 before, still no. Nope. Not 2 before, not 2 before, 2 before. That one's close, but not quite. That one has 1, 2 before. But this one has another one about 5 in front, so that can't be the right answer because there's no G for 25 characters here. So gotta remember to put a space in the middle of the E. Does this one have 2 before? No, it doesn't. This was the correct answer earlier. It'd be kind of crazy if that was like where we were again. FF. Is there an F2 earlier? No. GG. There a G2 earlier? No. HH. H there. I. Dang, nobody likes I's. No J's either. No K's. There's a lot of L's though. So starting at the top, checking 2 before, of course. No. Okay, so we'll check L space L. There's none of them. MM. NN. No N2 before. Is there an space N? There is up here, but that's not part of the. Oh wait, that's not part of the mod. O. O2 before. There isn't. There isn't. There isn't. Isn't. Should have the space in here first. N. No, P. I don't know. I don't remember the alphabet. I'm sorry. 2 before. There isn't. There isn't. Q. There's no way there's Q's. Yeah. R. 2 before. There isn't. S. 4. There isn't. Or there isn't. Is there space though? 2 before. No. 2 before. No. T. 2 before. No. And then 2 before. Yes. And then another 3 backwards should be another one. So that is a T again, 3 backwards. So now I'm going to count forward here to the next T and see if it's 25. 1, 2, 5, 6. 23, 24, 25. So that T is the 25th. So it seems like beyond a reasonable doubt, we have found our location at this TT right here. And now we need to find what location in the sequence that is. So we started at 395. This I is 395. 96, 7, 8, 900. So I'll just erase this and say 400. That T is 400. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 16, 20, 21, 22, 23, 29, 30, 31, 32, 36, 37, 38. So the first character is 438. So now we have to get back from this G right here, which represents a T in this. We have to go backwards 438 letters. Does not include punctuation, does not include spaces. And in order to do that, the way I do this is I copy and pasted this excerpt here into a Google Doc and removed all of the punctuation so that I can find tatters So I can find this first T here, and then select a big area and see how many characters are in it. So characters excluding spaces, 300. So if we're starting at 438 right here, and we move backwards, I should include this one. So we start at 438 and we move backwards 301. We'll be at this S because the excerpt also loops around, which is fun and makes this one even harder. So we go back 301 spaces. So now there is only 137 more characters backwards that we have to go. So if we take this S and just like take a guess, 143, let's see here, Control-Shift-C, 135, we need to go 137. So 137 is this V here. Yes. So now I'm just gonna double check to make sure my counting is right, and I recommend you do that on like numbers this big because it's kind of ridiculous and annoying, and you can easily just like accidentally count one too high or one too low and get the whole module wrong because of it. So this T here is 438. If we go backwards 300 will be on this I. Backwards 301 is this S. So backwards 137 from this S. So the 137th character. Or no, I only want to go backwards 136 from this S, because we want to find the first character, not the 0th character. So we want to find 136. By Control-Shift-C, that's 135. The V, can you take the V? That is 136. So V should be our correct answer. Scroll back to V, submit, and there it is. This is a very tricky module, but like once you just do it, the more you do it, the more you're able to like quickly understand and see the patterns that come up with doubles and stuff like that. Like, I recognized the first pattern we saw today, and I was like, I think I know where that is, but obviously I'm not gonna skip explaining how the module works and like in the tutorial just be like, oh, I know where that is, here's the answer. But if you do this module a pretty decent amount, you will start to understand things, and you can actually pull some of these off pretty quickly. Like, I can, as long as the module itself is nice. Oh, also, I forgot to change screens. All I did was submit V, which is what I said was the answer. I should have switched screens before that so you could see that, but it solved the module. It was correct. But as I was saying, I can pull some of these off in like 2 to 3 minutes if I get lucky enough and get like a double nice and early on, and I get something that just gives me plenty of information. This is kind of just a module that takes some work. Like, it's confusing, but if you use this method, you will get it down and be able to do it pretty consistently. So, thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions, please talk to me in the YouTube comments or DM me on Discord or something like that, and I will answer all of your questions. Bye.